Have you ever stopped to think about reality and how weird it actually is? Like really weird. Not just your Monday morning weird, but the kind of weird that makes you question if anything you see, touch, or feel is actually what you think it is. At the heart of modern physics is something called quantum entanglement. Sounds fancy, right? But all it really means is this: two particles, no matter how far apart they are, a meter, a mile, or even across galaxies, can connect instantly. One moves, the other reacts instantly. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance, and it still freaks scientists out. Now, here's the crazy part. What if this isn't just happening to tiny particles? What if our consciousness, the thing that makes you, is somehow linked to the universe through the same kind of quantum weirdness? Think about it. Every time you notice something, focus on it. Or even just think a thought. Could you be collapsing reality itself? Not in a dramatic sci-fi sense, but in the literal quantum sense. Your observation might matter more than we ever imagined. Scientists have been debating this for decades. Neuroscientists try to explain consciousness with brainwaves, neurons firing, and synapses connecting. But there's something brain-based science can't explain: the subjective experience, the what it's like to be you. Philosophers call it the hard problem of consciousness. And that's where quantum theories start to get interesting. Some theories suggest consciousness could be meaning it isn't confined to your brain. It could connect with other minds, or even the universe itself. Imagine your thoughts aren't isolated. They're part of a massive, entangled network stretching across space and time. And it doesn't stop there. Entanglement suggests the universe is more connected than we think. Everything is constantly influencing everything else in ways we can't fully measure yet. So maybe intuition, gut feelings, and sudden inspirations aren't random. Maybe they're subtle glimpses of this universal web of consciousness sneaking past your awareness. By the end of this video, you might start noticing the world differently. The act of observing isn't passive, it's participatory, and that changes everything about how we see ourselves, our thoughts, and our place in the universe. Here's something that might blow your mind. In quantum experiments, the mere act of observation changes the outcome. Particles exist in a haze of possibilities until someone looks, and the moment you observe, that haze collapses into a single reality. Now, think about that for a second. Every choice you make, every attention you give, could literally shape your experience. The universe doesn't just happen to you, it might respond to you. This is where things get philosophical. Consciousness might not be a product of matter, but matter might be a product of consciousness. Crazy, right? Most of us grow up believing the brain produces the mind. It's like a computer creates a program. But what if it's flipped? What if consciousness is the fundamental stuff of reality, and the brain is just a tool for interfacing with it? Some researchers are exploring orchestrated objective reduction, or ORCOR, a hypothesis proposing that quantum processes inside neurons could actually generate consciousness. In other words, your thoughts and awareness might emerge from quantum phenomena, making your mind inherently entangled with reality itself. And here's a wild extension. If consciousness can influence particles at a quantum level, could it be linking multiple minds together? Could we all be subtly connected through this invisible, entangled web? Some call this the collective consciousness, an idea that's been around in philosophy and mysticism for centuries. But quantum mechanics might finally give it a physical framework. Consider intuition. You suddenly know something without evidence, or creativity ideas appear out of nowhere. Could these phenomena be traces of entanglement at work? Evidence that your mind is not confined to your skull, but reaches out, touching the universe and other minds in subtle ways. The implications are huge. Ethics, free will, even reality itself. Everything might be more intertwined than we ever realized. It's not just a scientific curiosity. It's a framework that could redefine how we live, think, and interact. Let's zoom out for a moment. Quantum entanglement doesn't just connect particles. It suggests a deep, hidden order beneath the chaos of the cosmos. Reality may be less about isolated objects and more about relationships, interactions, and information flowing across the universe. Imagine consciousness as a thread woven into the very fabric of reality. Each thought, feeling, or observation is like a vibration along that thread, subtly influencing the tapestry of existence. And this isn't just theory. Experiments are increasingly pointing to quantum biology, showing that quantum effects could play a role in photosynthesis, bird navigation, and even brain function. The observer effect challenges our classical understanding of reality. In classical physics, the universe is objective and independent. In quantum physics, it's participatory. There's no clear boundary between observer and observed. And when you start thinking about consciousness this way, the distinction between mind and matter begins to blur. Some scientists even speculate that space and time themselves might emerge from entanglement. That means the very structure of the universe could be a product of fundamental connections, a cosmic web of relationships, not just particles floating in empty space. If consciousness is part of that web, we're not just living in the universe, we're actively part of its ongoing creation. And that brings us to an exciting, terrifying question. If our minds are entangled with reality, do we have more power than we think? Could our intentions, awareness, for collective focus influence not just our lives, but the world around us at a fundamental level? It might sound far-fetched, but science is beginning to explore these possibilities. Quantum experiments, advances in neuroscience, and studies of consciousness are converging in ways that could rewrite everything we thought we knew about existence. So where does this leave us? If consciousness is truly fundamental and entangled with the universe, then observing, thinking, and being aware isn't passive, it's creative. Every perception contributes to reality. Every thought might ripple across space and time, subtly shaping the world. The next decades could see experiments testing these ideas. Technologies like quantum computers, advanced brain imaging, and even new forms of consciousness research might allow us to see the entanglement in action. We could finally understand how our minds connect to the cosmos and each other. But there's a deeper lesson here. Beyond science, being aware matters, not just for curiosity, not just for knowledge, but because our consciousness might actually be part of the universe's blueprint. Mindfulness, reflection, and observation are not just personal growth tools. They could be universal tools. Imagine the possibilities: collective creativity, intuition, breakthroughs in science, and even a more connected society. The universe isn't a cold machine. It's alive, relational, and participatory. And we are not spectators. So the next time you pause to notice something, remember, you are entangled with it. Your awareness, your perception, your thoughts, they're part of a network far greater than yourself. And in that entanglement, the universe is waiting for you to discover its secrets. The journey of consciousness is just beginning, and you're already part of it.